Introduction. At some point in life, most people experience a moment when everything seems to collapse. Some are broken by money, others by relationships. Some lose their health and then realize life is not something can be controlled or maintained entirely according to my wishes. I have gone through periods in life when everything fell apart either, and I could no longer see a way forward. Strangely enough, during the darkest and most hopeless times of my life, one particular book found its way into my hands, the Diamond Sutra. The first version I encountered was the Living Diamond Sutra by Zen Master Hyungak. It was completely different from the religion and philosophy I had previously known. The Diamond Sutra was not simply a book telling people to be good or abandon desire. Rather, it continuously shattered the countless concepts, attachments, and fixed ideas that human beings create, especially the deeply rooted idea of a permanent self. Later, through Venerable Pomrian's interpretation of the Diamond Sutra, I came to feel that its teachings were not merely abstract philosophies for monks or practitioners, but something that could be applied directly to the lives of ordinary people living in the modern world. His teachings helped me greatly. Finally, when I encountered the lectures of Venerable Jinoksunim, I experienced yet another dimension of interpretation that differed from the traditional Korean Buddhist understanding I had previously known. His explanation seemed closer to the Indian Nalanda tradition, associated with Nagarjuna and Vasubandhu, emphasizing dependent origination, emptiness, and Madhyamaka philosophy of early Mahayana Buddhism. Traditional Korean Buddhism, on the other hand, was deeply influenced by Chinese Buddhism and the traditional Chinese commentarial interpretations of the Diamond Sutra. Meanwhile, Hyungak Sunim's interpretation stands firmly within the Korean Zen tradition, inherited from Zen Master Seungsan. Zen Master Seungsan introduced Korean Zen Buddhism to the West and emphasized meditation, direct awareness, and intuition over doctrinal analysis. Questions such as, what is before thinking? Who am I? And only don't know reflect the essence of this Zen approach. Venerable Pomrian Sunim approaches the Diamond Sutra differently. Rather than focusing on philosophical analysis or Zen intuition, he emphasizes how modern people can reduce suffering and live with greater freedom in everyday life. Through the lens of the Diamond Sutra, he addresses human conflict, comparison, anxiety about the future, anger, and attachment in ways that can be practically applied in daily living. For this reason, this commentary does not attempt to present any single sectarian interpretation as the absolute answer. Instead, it seeks to explore how the Diamond Sutra has been understood from several perspectives, how early Mahayana Buddhism and the Nalanda tradition interpreted it, how Zen Buddhism approached it intuitively, and how modern practical Buddhism applies it to ordinary life. Although the Diamond Sutra is a relatively short scripture, it reveals completely different meanings, depending on the perspective and direction of one's practice. To some, it is philosophy. To others, it is meditation and practice. And to some, it becomes a source of comfort that helps them endure life itself. I cannot claim to have fully understood the Diamond Sutra, yet whenever my life collapsed, somehow, this scripture repeatedly returned to my hands. Each time, it gave me not only peace of mind, but also the strength to move forward again. In many ways, this work is less a scholarly commentary, and more a record of how the Diamond Sutra has been read and experienced throughout one person's life. I sincerely hope that this commentary may serve as a gentle guide for those encountering the Diamond Sutra for the first time, and also offer those already familiar with it an opportunity to view it again through different perspectives.